everyone, it's Marco again with Higgins Energy Alternatives, and today we are going to be going over some of our Hearthstone line of freestanding stoves. The one we're looking at right now is the Mansfield. This video is also going to cover the Heritage as well as the Castleton. So all three of them, they have a little differences, the catalyst, but that we'll go over in a different video for you. Today we're just going to go over basic controls and basic cleaning inside the stove. So the ash and soot doesn't build up too much and you're getting the correct amount of heat. So the features on these stoves, they're all going to have an air control, usually by the ash lip. This one's going to pull front and back. It gives you a little handy dandy plus and minus on it, so if you forget, out is going to be more air, in is going to be less air. On the right side of this stove is going to be the bypass. Some people call it the damper, but it's the catalyst bypass. So when you're starting the stove, you want the air out with the bypass open. Once you get the stove over 500 degrees, you're going to close that, engage the catalyst, and let the stove start ripping. Obviously, you have your big glass door here. We're going to get right into it. So, once this stove has been burned a little bit, we have a stove full of ash, soot. We're going to use our paintbrush, get all that ash and soot off the sides of the stove, the metal. There's soapstone in these Hearthstone. And remember, ash and soot is abrasive and corrosive. So you want to get as much of it off of it as you can. That way it's not eating away at the soapstone, the metal inside of there. You're just keeping the stove as new and fresh as possible. If you have any carbon buildup, whether it's on the bottom, the corners, I always use my wood chisel, but anything you could scrape a little bit. Again, remember, this is not a cast iron stove. These are soapstone stoves. I don't want to go in there hacking at things. I'm going to start breaking some soapstone bricks, which can get a little expensive. If they're the outer ones, they get a little hard to replace. It is all replaceable, but sometimes we want to avoid those things. Lastly, I have my little brush, which is going to help me for the corners inside the soapstone, which you'll see, and then the air holes up and back, and then later when we look at the catalyst under the baffles. You do want to leave an ash coal bed on the bottom of the stove. It does help insulate things. It'll give you the best amount of heat. We usually say about an inch and a half. My trick to know if it's too much is you put your hands in the inside of the slip. There's a little air hole there. When you adjust this air, that's where the air is coming from. You do not ever want this air hole to be blocked with ash and soot. So if you start getting too high, scoop some of the ash out, and then you keep on burning. Some of the other stoves, which this Mansfield does have an option to put an ash pan in it, but how it originally comes, you're just going to be scooping all these. So thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you on our next video. Have a good one.